How long have the children been studying out here?
Three months ago, the storm destroyed the only classroom they had. Before sunrise, the storm turned toward the town faster than anyone expected. The wind reached the school first, tearing loose the roof and shattering the windows. Minutes later, floodwater crossed the road and surrounded the building. Inside, books, desks, and years of children's work were swept away. By midnight, the roof was gone, and the weakened walls began to collapse. When morning came, the teacher found that the only classroom was gone. We have nowhere else to teach them, and no money to rebuild.
You keep teaching them. TechTuong will build the new school. The ground is safe. We build the school here. The ground is safe. We build the school here.
The trailer ends on an empty, damaged site, and TechTuong moves immediately. Crews clear brush, remove broken material, strip unstable soil, and establish survey points. Within moments, the future school footprint is visible, measured, and ready for excavation. Excavators cut the full foundation area while ground crews guide depth and alignment. Loose soil is removed, edges are trimmed, and the bottom is leveled and compacted. Rough earth quickly becomes a clean, controlled excavation prepared for permanent construction. With the excavation complete, TechTuong builds the foundation system. Workers install forms, tie reinforcement cages, place concrete spacers, and align column starters. Every line is checked before the pour, creating a precise structural base beneath the entire school. Concrete arrives and the pace increases. The crew guides the pump through the footings and slab, vibrates each section, checks levels, and finishes the surface. By the end of the pour, the complete footprint has become one solid platform. TechTuong immediately begins the structural frame. Crews raise column forms, install beam panels, secure reinforcement, and brace every corner. Levels and plumb lines are checked repeatedly, ensuring the entire school skeleton is ready for a controlled concrete pour. Concrete fills the columns and beams bay by bay. After curing, workers strip the forms and remove the temporary supports. Straight structural lines emerge across the site, clearly defining the future classrooms, corridors, entrances, and roof-bearing frame. Brickwork starts between the concrete columns. TechTuong masons follow guide strings, spread mortar, set each course, and preserve every planned doorway and window opening with clean, even joints. The walls rise quickly around the frame. Corners remain square, openings stay precise, and excess mortar is cleaned away. The exposed skeleton now begins to read as a complete school building. Above the finished walls, TechTuong raises the steel roof system. Trusses are lifted into position, aligned along the ridges, temporarily braced, and secured across every wing, gable, and connecting section before the secondary framing is installed. Rafters, purlins, and cross-bracing connect the roof frame. Flat structural boards then close each plane from the eaves upward, shaping every ridge, valley, porch roof, and overhang while creating a continuous base for final weather protection. Waterproof layers, flashing, and dark standing seam panels complete the roof. TechTuong locks the seams, seals every transition, finishes the ridges and edges, and checks all valleys. For the first time, the entire school is fully protected from rain and weather. With the roof sealed, TechTuong shifts to the exterior walls. Crews prepare the brick, apply smooth render, straighten the corners, finish the window and door reveals, and correct every uneven area. Rough masonry quickly becomes a clean, uniform surface. Stone cladding is added along the base and porch supports. Each piece is measured, cut, aligned, tapped into position, and grouted. The crew cleans every joint, creating a durable lower layer that protects the walls and gives the school visual weight. Vertical siding, trim bands, fascia boards, and gable accents follow. TechTuong aligns every panel and joint across the full facade, seals the edges, and completes the corner details. The rough shell disappears, revealing the school's final architectural identity. TechTuong now closes every exterior opening. Window and door frames are flashed, lifted, shimmed, leveled, anchored, and sealed. Glass is fitted, perimeter gaps are checked, and natural light begins filling the classrooms as the building becomes secure and weathertight. Main doors, glass panels, and final hardware are installed next. Crews adjust hinges, test locks, fit handles, finish sealant lines, and inspect every opening from inside and outside. Each entrance is left smooth, accessible, secure, and ready for daily school use. Protective film is removed, glass is polished, and construction dust is cleared. TechTuong checks the trim, cleans every frame, sweeps the porches, removes leftover packaging, and clears the final debris. The building is complete, sealed, and ready for campus development. The work now moves outside. TechTuong marks the central walkway, circular plaza, entrance steps, and accessible ramps, then prepares each base strictly within the planned route. Forms and reinforcement are set, concrete is placed, and every surface is leveled and finished. Clean paths now connect the campus directly to the school entrance. On the left, TechTuong builds the playground from the ground up. Crews anchor posts, install fencing, assemble swings, slides, and climbing equipment, then complete the protective surface and final safety checks for younger students. On the right, the basketball court takes shape. The base is graded, compacted, and finished. Precise lines are measured and painted. Both hoop structures are installed. The court is completed exactly inside its planned campus position. Landscaping begins around the buildings and paths. TechTuong plants shade trees, shrubs, and flowers, shapes organized beds, and spreads fresh soil and mulch, softening the construction while framing the main entrance. Fresh grass follows across the remaining grounds. Crews fine-grade the soil, lay dense turf, close every seam, roll the surface, and finish clean edges around the walkways, playground, court, and planting beds. The sports field is completed last. TechTuong prepares the turf, paints clear boundary and goal area markings, positions the goals, and checks the surface from end to end. The campus is now ready for organized play. At the center of the plaza, TechTuong raises the flagpole and secures the American flag. This final landmark completes the campus, anchors the main entrance, and signals that the new school is ready to open. The finished school now reads as one connected campus. Safe walkways lead to every entrance, landscaped beds frame the buildings, the circular plaza organizes movement, and every exterior space has a clear purpose. The playground serves younger students, while the basketball court and soccer field create dedicated space for exercise, teamwork, coordination, and confidence. Each activity zone supports a clear purpose in the school day. From classrooms and gardens to play areas and sports facilities, TechTuong has transformed an empty site into a complete school environment built for safety, learning, movement, community, and long-term opportunity. Inside, TechTuong moves in desks, books, computers, and teaching equipment, turning finished rooms into fully active learning spaces. Then the doors open. Teachers and students enter, explore the classrooms, and experience the completed school for the first time. Moments later, they fill the playground and sports areas, bringing movement, excitement, and a new beginning to the campus.
TechTuong opens the doors to a new school built for learning, movement, and a stronger future.
Tech guides the group through a campus where every path, entrance, and open space has been planned for safety and connection. Inside the classrooms, natural light, modern teaching tools, and flexible layouts keep every student focused and involved. The library gives every student a quiet place to discover new ideas, explore stories, and build a lifelong habit of learning. In the STEM lab, students turn technology into action as they test ideas, solve problems, and build together.
The art room gives imagination a place to grow, turning simple materials into creativity, confidence, and personal expression.
This flexible space moves easily from music and performance to teamwork, presentations, and community activities. Outside the classrooms, the playground adds safe movement, laughter, and active exploration to every school day.
Purpose-built sports areas keep students active while strengthening teamwork, coordination, discipline, and determination. From the first lesson to the final game,
TechTuong has created a complete school
where a new generation can learn, grow, and this video was created with artificial intelligence for visual storytelling, including AI-generated images, voices, characters, and edited scenes. All characters appearing in this video are fictional AI-generated creations and do not represent any real person, organization, teacher, student, or worker. This video is not a fundraising campaign, does not request donations, and is presented solely as AI-generated entertainment and visual storytelling content.